Hey guys, we're back with another video. Today we're going to look at some of the setups that played out. One of my favorite ones is the 3 previous day high-low trade setup, which will present a reversal in most cases in a perfect market maker setting. So let's look at the charts. Now the first pair we're going to look at is the dollar CAD. Now the markets have already crossed over, so you're already seeing the new peak. Okay, but before that happened, the dollar CAD, you can see here, was showing 4 peak high and then 4 previous day low breaks. Okay, so one of the things that I added to the indicator, guys, is this count for the previous day high low breaks. I think that's very important. It helps you stay in line. Sometimes it may go, 4 breaks, 5 breaks, or whatnot. But three breaks is ideal. So if it does 3 breaks, like here with GJ, we see it was a 33 trade. That means it completed the 33 trade, and tomorrow, or it could even happen today. I haven't looked at GJ yet. It could be the 3 previous day high low trade setup. I know this is a mouthful. But nonetheless, this is really setting up for what US CAD and the US 30 did. Like you can see here for US 30, it was also the same as the CAD, 4 and 4. And 3 and 3 just means, again, this is setting up for tomorrow. However, like I said, sometimes you can get that reversal that same day. And we had a lot of news today, and we have news coming up anyway for this week. So let's take a look. We're going to look at GJ because I haven't looked at it yet. So right now we're looking at the dollar CAD. So again, it is a new bull cycle for now. Now, again, that has to, obviously, it has to continue to break highs, right, for that to happen. But right now, we're seeing this new bull trend. And what I like to do when that happens, I will measure yesterday's high and low. Okay, and then here's the 50% mark. I'm going to go ahead and take, I'll leave that one up there. See what happens with price. And this will be the area, guys, that I will look for price to give me support. I'll look for a retracement to get to this area. Okay. Now this will let me know, hey, is it going to give me support, or is it going to break and we're going to keep going down until we get to this major low down here? And hopefully you can see that. Hold on. You probably can't see it. Now, see, I'm thinking it's just going to retrace real quick. And then it's going to continue to break down, right? Because we have this major level coming up. So we wait and see what happens, okay? Markets can trend for 2 to 3 days and then reverse, okay? So don't be surprised that this trend doesn't last as long as the short trend, because it's obviously hasn't confirmed 100% yet. But right now, the pattern is setting up. It's looking like it's setting up to give us a continuation pattern. But nonetheless, we're going to be looking at this trade for tomorrow. Now, how did we get to the previous day high-low count? Let me get my pen and I'll show you the way. So Thursday, right, we had a new peak. Okay, and this was a retest. Okay. And since there was no, price was inside, it was in balance, didn't break out any levels. I'm counting the day that it broke out here as 1. Okay. And we did have a breakout here on Monday, which was 2. It was a very small breakout, but nonetheless, it was 1. It was a breakout. And then Tuesday, we had a nice reversal trade to the initial balance, which was the high of the day. And this was the 3rd break. Okay. So today I was already on looking for this to see what was going to happen, because it almost looked like we were going to have a continuation based on how, price, and I took this short trade, right? This was during the earlier news, 8:15, 8:30, I think it was, when this trade came out. So I'm thinking, okay, wow, we might go ahead and continue, right? But we were surprised today when prices got to the low and then reversed. Okay. And so now we have a new peak. All right. This was probably showing a day 0. And then after the markets crossed over, after 5:01 Eastern time, it's now a 1 peak formation low. that confirmed. But again, this needs to break out, okay, of this level, which is the initial balance high for the week so far, and give us a retest. I would love to see a retest there, and then a continuation on up, okay? So that is what I'm looking for on the dollar CAD. All right, so now let's go over to US 30, because this one was really excited for this trade today. This one has also transferred over. We're now in a bearish cycle. As you can see here, guys, I'd marked the new peak. We had a peak low on last Thursday, and once price broke above, so you can see this day, even though it was a retest, it didn't break this, so I didn't count it. So here's where we count the 1 and then the 2 where it broke, and you can see now the price, market is in balance. It's breaking outside the previous day high and low. You can see clearly how it's just stair-stepping up, okay? So today on the dashboard, it did show a 4th break because it did break and it did fell. And then this trade came in around 2 o'clock, right? So I've noticed that now in January, the markets have moved to really, give us the big trends after lunch, right? And this used to happen earlier, in the session. And I think it was just because it was the holidays, the last quarter, and, they're just trying to get out of there. But yeah, so now, same thing, guys. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to measure this high and low, and, prices could come here and retrace to this level, which is now the open range of the week. It could retrace to this level and then continue to break down, okay? Or it could get to that level and it could reverse. It can go back long. I don't know. Let's look at the higher time frame. Higher time frame is looking short, so we may be onto something here in the continuations of these shorts. So let's see what happens. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Okay. So let's look at GJ. GJ is showing the setup for the 3 previous day high low break. Right now it shows 4 days and 3 breaks. So, like 3 is a magic number when it comes to this. So we are going to be on the lookout for this particular one to break one more time, break through this level, right? And then once it does that, guys, then we could say, okay, maybe there's a reversal coming. But right now it looks like it's going to start pushing through. I might take this trade, even though I don't technically trade Asia session, but this is looking pretty good. All right, guys, so this one is setting up one more break, could give us, like I said, that 4th breakdown. And anytime, it could be 3 to 4. But 3 is actually the number, but it could be either one. Now let's take a look at gold, because this was similar pattern to the US 30. And I also took this one short. I was waiting for it earlier in the session. I was like, okay, looks like we're continuing to break highs. We may continue long, guys, right, in the locals group. But then, by the time, like I said, 2 o'clock came, that's when it started to reverse as I was expecting it to. Okay. So here we have it. Again, we had their new peak here, which was last Friday. And I'm counting this one because it did take out this, the previous day high. And then here we have 2, another stair step, 3. And then today we had 4, technically. Okay. All right, so from here on, we had the reversal. Now, are these reversals always going to change the trend? Not necessarily, but we'll have to wait and see tomorrow if it is. This one looks like it could be, but we still need to wait for this to confirm. And again, you notice it didn't quite get, we didn't even get to 280R, so this might reverse. I don't know yet. We have to wait for, price to continue to auction off and see what happens. All right. So that's just how easy it is, guys, that I just come here and I look for, those are like my favorite setups. Okay. Of course, the one peak formation high lows, those are always my favorite as well, because it's either going to do one thing or it's going to do the other, right? It's either going to get to the area where the 50% area here that I always mark, or it's not, right? So it's just very simple. And I try not to think too hard into what, I don't look, when I look at these charts, I'm looking for, patterns that are clear. I'm not trying to figure out, oh gosh, what's going on with this pair, and sitting here spending a lot of time. No, I want to look at it really quickly, and I'm saying, okay, is that a pattern that I like? Is it setting up, how I'm expecting it to set up? Because these things don't always work out where it's going to actually trend on day two, right? And that's what we normally would expect it to do, is to trend on day two, but sometimes it fails. So we just want to know that, hey, let's not get too stuck into one idea when these things could fail. Uh-oh, you can't see the chart. There we go. But we have a ton of pairs here that are new peaks, and we are expecting day two trend trades to occur on Thursday. Okay. All right, guys. That is all for now. Appreciate you stopping by, checking out this video. Be sure to go and if you haven't had a chance to try the indicator, it is available to you all. You can try it for free. All you got to do is go to the website, profittakersalerts.com. Okay. And you could click on, you can click here to start your free trial. Okay. And then you'll have access to it for 7 days. I think that's plenty of time, okay, for you to see if this is going to work out for you before you commit to it. And if you do decide to commit, you just come back to the website, go to shop, and then you go here and get the Profit Takers alert dashboard. It's $25 a month. Cancel at any time. Okay. All right. You should be able to make an ROI straight away. I just showed you two setups here that are one of my favorite that I would make $25 back. Okay. All right. So I'm not trying to keep you all here. I just want you guys to have something to have, hope you got some value so you can go back to your charts and see which trade setups that you're going to take on tomorrow. It's been a great week so far, and we look forward to the next trading session. All right. We'll see you in the next one.